This is practice A for section 2.4. We're going to look at the back. Probably going to do numbers 20 through 29. We're going to sketch a diagram showing the given information. We need a line that's perpendicular to a plane. So here's my plane, and they want you to name that plane A. So it should be like a fancier A. That way you don't think it's a point. That's my plane. Now we have a line that is going to be perpendicular to that plane. So remember in our notes, if you want a line to be perpendicular to a plane, it's got to be perpendicular for every line that goes through that point where it touches the plane. So since I only have one line here, I only need that one mark. Now I want this to be line PQ. So just put the P and the Q somewhere on that line. Number 21, we have a line that intersects a plane at a point. It's kind of like what we just drew. That's my plane B. It's a fancier B. Our line is going to intersect our plane at point T. So point T is on the plane. Now for this to be line RS, you need an R and an S somewhere on that line as well. And that's all you need to do. It can be that simple. Here's a diagram. Can the statement be assumed to be true? And then it says explain. Here's line EF. Is it perpendicular to plane S? Sure does look like it. That's what that perpendicular mark is there for. So the perpendicular mark is your explanation. Number 23. That same line EF, is it perpendicular to line CG? There is no perpendicular mark between those two segments. It sure looks like they're perpendicular, but they need to have a mark going this way between the two lines, and that's not there. Number 24, point D, C, and H are collinear. They're not connected with a line, so don't assume that you can connect them. Number 25, point E, C, and F are collinear. They definitely are. They're connected with a line. That's your explanation. Number 26, line EF intersects plane S, which is this darker one, at point C. Yep, point C is on that plane S, and that's the only thing from that line that's on that plane. Number 27, line EF is perpendicular to line DH. We don't have a perpendicular mark between those two lines, so don't assume that they're perpendicular. Same line EF and line CH. We're not going to have a perpendicular mark between them either. The only perpendicular mark with line EF goes with plane S. It doesn't go with any other line on there. Here's line CG. Is it perpendicular to line CD? Again, maybe it looks like it, but there's no mark there, so don't assume that.